Hi folks, this is Gladys Laird. I'm sorry that every time you see me I got a hat on and my hair is a little messy, but I'm not going to be somebody who I'm not. Even if I have $1 million, I'm going to look the same, sound the same, be the same. Money's not changing me, and I am who I am. I listened to a video today, and it so inspired me, I want to share it with you. So I'm going to do a little reading because I took a heck of a lot of notes. And it is so surreal, and it is so rewarding for me because I am all about growth. I am all about learning to better yourself. I'm all about change. I'm all about looking in the mirror and seeing a flaw and doing something to correct it, because it's kind of like my daughter. I teach her, I'll say, look now, Cass, you might be having a bad day, but you don't need to let everybody around you know it. And you don't. Because it just spreads poison through the whole group. And my personal remedy for that is just pray. Pray through it. And there's power in prayer. And it's a wonderful thing. But this man was speaking about the baggage that you're carrying around that stops you from moving forward. There isn't anybody in the world who doesn't have baggage. Some have a little more than others, and some have a little worse than others, and some don't carry it, and they put it in a little box and stick it up on the shelf and forget about it for the rest of their life. But it's still in some way back in the back of their little minds. There's something about it that puts it in their heart, and they reflect some way somehow on it, and it changes them. Now, if you're going through hell, this guy says, keep going. Get right through it. And I thought, wow, that's a powerful statement, because usually when we're feeling pretty rough and beaten up or battered and, we're going through hell, it's like, please, stop, I've had enough. And instead, he says, go right through it. Push yourself through it. And I think that's a great methodology. Okay, past has nothing to do with where you're going, and I completely agree with that. My past is something that I will never indulge in and divulge the completeness of my youth. It is too graphic, it is too painful, and to be real honest with you, I don't know why I'm here. I should have been dead. My parents were that bad. And it taught me something about the human anatomy and the uniqueness of God's creation, that, even as children, when you see what it is children suffer at the hands of an adult, you see the veracity, you see the stamina, you see the courage and the due diligence and the perseverance and the fight that's in us that keep us alive often. We suffer terribly, but we're still alive, and it didn't get us, so to speak. So in my life, it didn't get me. I was too fiery. I fought back. Am I a fighter? No. I used to fight. Physically, no. But if I saw wrong, I did something about it, and I still do that, but in a more cordial manner, more like a lady, instead of so upfront and bold and graphic. So your past has nothing to do with where you're going. And sometimes we let our past block us from a vision that we may have. And it boggles our mind, and we fixate on the past to the degree that we don't think we could ever go forward, and that's wrong. That's false. That's a false statement. Okay? Live out your imagination, not your history. What a bold statement. Hallelujah. Live out your imagination. Let your imagination take you to your future. Don't let your past weigh you down, carrying the baggage on your back all your life and blaming everything and everybody around you for the rest of your life and causing it even more strife and division. The hell with it. You lived through it. You survived it. The one thing you have to do to overcome it, and its universal law, is forgive those who hurt you. Because if you don't forgive them, your heart harbors that pain and that suffering, and it hardens your heart. And that's why you can't get past it, and that's why you don't grow and you don't go forward. You stay like in a stronghold, grounded and rooted in your past, because it was whatever it was that was painful and hurt you. So, what I always did, and I guess it was the right thing to do, is I took it and I knew what it was, I recognized it, I come to terms with it, and I knew that it hurt me and it caused me pain. But when I recognized what it was, I visualized in my mind that I took the incident and put it in a little box and I stuck it on a shelf. And nobody knows where that closet's at. And there's boxes and boxes and boxes of Gladys in there. But they don't come off the shelf. Because if it did to me then, why would I take it off the shelf to do to me again now? I want to move on. I'm going forward. I'm pressing on. I have a vision. I can see myself in the future, successful, traveling, being a motivational speaker, being on stage, encouraging others, helping others. This is what I've always had in my heart to do, and I'm going to do it. I've already done it many times, not on a stage, you know, but I've been on videos, been on TV. I've talked to many of people and helped many of people on the phone or in my home or whatever. So you want to live out your imagination, not your history. And it's Stephen Convey who made this statement, because it affects your relationships. And our imaginations are wonderful. We can go to wonderful places in our imagination. I mean, all you got to do is see beautiful scenery on TV of the underworld sea and the beautiful colors of the fish and the coral areas, and your imagination just can run with you. Scuba diving and snorkeling and all that kind of stuff. Wouldn't you like to do that? Wouldn't you like to be there? If you keep that baggage, it affects your financial calamities, your past failures. You'll lose track of your vision, and you don't ever go anywhere. You just stay right where you're at. That's why so many people are stuck. Get out of it. Forget it. Get over it. Forgive them. They know not what they do. Press on. If you've got a vision, and you've got drive, and you've got focus, and you've got determination, and you know where you want to go, get up off your butt and go do it. Just do it. Is exactly what Nike Man did when he developed the Nike shoe. Just get up and do it. Sounded crazy at the time. You know, who's going to think about gym shoes with the check mark on it that represented Nike? But look at the guy now. Good grief, he's on shirts, he's on headbands, he's on wristbands, he's on all kinds of sportswear, everything. You got to let your imagination take you where you see in your mind's eye you want to go. And it should be up, not down. Okay? Up, not down. You will get what you expect out of life, what you create. If you expect someone to do you wrong, you'll get it. You'll find it. You'll find a way to believe that what they did was wrong, and you'll expect it, and it'll be true to you. Or your minds are making many excuses and constantly wanting to make something happen because you believe what that person said to you. You know, you got to create a new future for yourself, and you've got to suspend your disbelief to have a new future. That is so powerful. So, the victim. I want you to meet Tim, he says. Meet Tim. Who's Tim? The victim. If you want to assure defeat, blame anyone but yourself. Your parents, your spouse, your upline, productive demographics, your desk. Success is on your shoulders if you're going to succeed. Okay? You're not a victim. You're only a victim if you choose to be one. You can succeed and overcome anything. The problem is the world loves victims who look really good to the common same fold. And the reality is, the problem is, you need a good kick in the butt, is what this guy says. And I agree. You need a good kick in the rear. Get up off your butt. Stop carrying that baggage. Cut those lines. Get them wire cutters out and cut those lines of that bondage and that baggage you've been carrying around that's telling you you can't do this and you can't do that because you've had a bad life. Well, so what? I don't know of anybody. I'll tell you something I've learned in life. There is not one human being in this world who has not suffered something, some way, somehow, in some situation or a circumstance similar to what you have, only at a different time, place, or person. We've all cried. We've all been hurt. We've all been hit. We've all had accidents. We've all been wrong. We've all failed. We've all done well. We've all loved. We've all hated. It's the same thing. It's like history repeats itself, just at a greater high tech, I guess you could say. The reality is, money has to come from tougher situations than you and gave at a bigger rate. So no matter where you are, you can get to where you want to go, only if you take the responsibility. You have to take the responsibility to manifest your dreams, your visions. If you've been pushed in this corner and you know what I'm talking about and you want out, take the responsibility, get up and go. I did. It was like I took my hand in the back of my shirt and I lifted it up and went, boop, you're out of here. You don't have to put up with this. Not going there, not doing it. What this guy had to say was absolutely phenomenal to me. I've always called it stinking thinking, because life is through learned behavior. If you grow up in a dysfunctional environment, you're going to live a dysfunctional environment unless you look around you and you see something other than dysfunction, and you see laughter and joy, and you see travel, and you see success, and you see due diligence, and you see people making an effort to help others. You want to taste that. You want a piece of that, so you go after it. But you got to do something about yourself. You got to change yourself. You got to get like-minded, like they are. You got to want what they want. You got to know how to be a visionary, and put it into practice and maintain that. Once you get there, you have to start, because you're going to get a struggle. And you know, it's harder to stay where you're at than it is to start over. It really, really is. I told this to my daughter-in-law for 5 years, who was a drug addict. And she stayed in abusive relationships. And I said, honey, it's harder for you to stay where you're at than for you to take my hand and let me lead you out of here and help you to change. Go to work, get a job, get your own place, learn who you are and what you're all about, and let the Lord change your heart. It's easier to do that than to stay where you're at. And she wouldn't believe me. She'd been told a lie for so long. She finally ended it. And she was only 25. And I'm raising her daughter. That's sad. Her baggage was too heavy. The weight was too heavy. She wouldn't let it go. She didn't believe in herself. You got to believe in yourself. God didn't design you to suffer. God designed you to succeed. I want you to succeed. I want you to go to atlastiditit.org. That's my webpage. I want you to go to Facebook. rebelmouse.com/G lowercase LADYS 1103. rebelmouse.com/G lowercase LADYS 1103. Read what I've got out there that offers you an opportunity to get out from under the bondage that you're in and live your dream. Things are changing on the internet so fast. If you don't get in on it, you're going to miss out. You're going to lose out. And it is absolutely fantastic, and you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. A year ago, I had no memory. A year ago, I didn't know who I was or where I was, but I was sitting in front of this computer, and I was doing something that triggered my mind and brought me back. If it wasn't for this business, I wouldn't be here. This business is about family. This business is about love. This business is about you. I'm here for you. I'm talking to you to help you to get out from under where you're at and let you know that you can have a vision. You can manifest your vision. You can produce your vision. You can fly with your vision and go to places all over this world if you want to. You can help your family. You can help your neighbors. You can help the people in the backyard. You don't have to go to Africa to help people. You can help them right here in your own community. We got people suffering all over the place. Put yourself in a position to learn how to work smart, not hard. Be your own boss. Control your own life. Control your own destiny. And do it quickly. Quickly. Yes. Is it a dream or a fabricated thought to think that you can make $50,000 a month online as an internet marketer? Absolutely not. It's up to you. You get what you give. So, and listen to me at Blog Talk every day at 1 o'clock, Blog Talk Radio. I try to talk to people and help people understand. Internet marketing is a business you want to be in. Go to atlasidit.org, click the link, and join the Prosperity Team. Free webinars, free daily training, free live hangouts, free woman hangouts, free everything. It's absolute, and they just free traffic, leads, capture pages. They do it all for you. It's not like it was when I first got in. It's changed. It's modified to compete with the new technology today, and it is absolutely phenomenal. You must get in. If you've got a vision, you want to be an entrepreneur, and you want your own life, and you want to control your own destiny, do it now. And God bless you. I'll talk to you again soon. Have a great day.